In this lesson, we're going to be learning Daughters by John Mayer. Really interesting tune to play on acoustic guitar. Some weird chords in classic John Mayer fashion. They're not real weird, they're like jazzy chords. A lot of different stuff going on here. So, challenging tune. Not the hardest John Mayer song I've ever tried to play, but it's going to be somewhat challenging. Definitely some different stuff in here. So we have it's a B minor 7, add 11. Okay, I mean, the theory of that is basically it's a B minor 7, you're adding the 11th interval of a B major scale. It could also be the 4th, so if B, 1, 2, 3, 4, you're adding the E. So we're getting the 4, the 11, or the 4 out of this high E string right here. So you're going to want to fret this 2nd finger, 3rd finger, 4th finger. Let your 3rd finger mute this A string. And then you want the B and the high E strings to ring out. And that's the strum pattern. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Because the song is in 6/8, so it has that 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, down, up, 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 down. Up, down, up. So that's the strum pattern pretty much throughout the whole thing. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Okay, so 2 of those strum patterns on the first chord, the B minor 7. Then we're going to go to an E minor 7. Now that, you're going to want to play, I'm playing 2nd finger, 1st finger, 3rd finger. You can play the low E string and the B, and you want these the B and the high E string to ring out. Now if you feel more comfortable fingering it like this, that's fine too. Either way. So we have then the next chord is E minor 7 over A. All you're doing is lifting your 2nd finger off, or whatever was holding down the E string, 7th fret here, and playing that. So you're playing A string on down, no low E string. And then we're going to go to, this is just a D major chord, root 3rd, 5th, or sorry, root 3rd, root again. It's a D major chord with no 5. And now you're not really going to let the B and high E string ring out. So 5th, 4th, 7th. And that's the chord progression in the intro and the verse. Okay, so that takes care of that part. There is one little fill thing he does once in there on that D, where he goes. Or it's kind of tricky. Let me show you how that fits in. He goes back. So it's just you're hitting this 5th fret and 4th fret there, and then you're playing basically the E minor 7 again, but you're only picking the A, D, and G strings, and then going back to this. And if you can't get that fill down, it's just a little fill he does in there one time. He does an expanded version of that fill a little later that is, I mean, you can get, if you're just singing the song, hanging around your house, nobody's going to know if you don't play these fills, but it is in there for those of you who want to be note for note. Now, that fill, you can make it a little easier by just playing the bottom 2 notes and not worrying about this G string, like that. So you could do like that, okay? So that brings us to the chorus. The chorus is almost exactly the same. The E minor 7 changes to an E dominant 7, and the changes move quicker. So it's okay, so we have the B minor 7, then we go to an E dominant 7, so it's 7th fret, 6th fret, 7th fret. You can let all those strings ring out. So we have, then to our E minor 7 over A, and to our D. Okay, so that's the chorus. Then it goes, let's see. Now it gets tricky. Okay, so this is the tricky part of the song, is this strumming pattern that he does in the second verse. So let's get all this down, get real comfortable with those chords, and then we'll take a look at this second verse transition into the second verse, the strumming pattern he uses. Okay, so here's the strumming pattern. Here's what it sounds like in the transition in the second verse. Okay, that's the feel. It's kind of tricky. So we have, let's break the same chords, but on this transition in the second verse, you're going to play the lower notes. You're not going to worry about this B and high E string. I mean, if you bump them, no big deal, but it's mainly the lower notes. So it's down, 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 up, down, up, down, down. Real slow. Okay? It's hard for me to play it up to speed and say whether it's down or up. I'm going to notate it in the tablature exactly what the up and down strokes are for you, so make sure you reference that. It's in the transition before the first or second verse. There's that second lick. Same thing as before. this D major third interval to the E minor 7, and then just move that whole shape up another whole step. So it's, whoops, sorry. Okay, that's going to be your transition in second verse. That's kind of tough, that strum pattern. He does do that fill every time in the second verse. That's that. Then it goes back to a second chorus, same thing. It goes back to the original feel. Then we go to this bridge. Then we're back to a chorus. That was the bridge. A lot of chords in this one. We're going to start with an A minor over D. So all the way up here on the 10th fret, second finger, then 10th fret D string, you're going to mute the A string, then 9th fret on the G, 10th fret on the B. So like that. Down, up, then to like a D chord shape, but up a string. So it's D, G, and B strings, 8th fret, 9th fret, 8th fret. You're just playing those strings. And then you're going to bar the 7th fret, D, G, and B strings. So we have okay, then we're going to go to an A13. To an A7. This is an A7 shape. It's the same as this shape, but we're going to do it on the 5th fret. 5th, 6th, 5th. To an A, B minor 7. So this is kind of like your B minor 7 before, but we're going to put the first finger back here on the 5th fret of the B string. So let's go over that much. Okay, if you get through that, you're through the hardest part. Now we go to an E minor 7, so E minor chord with your pinky or third finger on the 3rd fret of the B string. Then we're going to go to I'm sorry, it's a D over F sharp. So it's 2nd fret, G string, 3rd fret, B string, 1st fret on the 2nd fret of the low E string. Then we're going to go to a G minor 7, add 13. So for me, the easiest way to play this, because you don't want this A string to ring out. So for me to mute it, it's easier for me to play it with my 2nd finger. So I play 2nd finger, I bar 3rd fret, D, G, and B strings, and then use my pinky on the 5th fret to get my 13. 2 bars on that. So 2 bars on each of these chords. Then we go to a regular A major 7, like an A chord, but we don't need this. We want this G string to be open, so 2nd fret D, 2nd fret B. And then we slide up to here, 4th fret, 3rd fret, same strings. Then 5th fret, and then 7th fret. Now I've seen that played 2 different ways, that part there at the end. I've seen them do A7 to here, and then stay here, and then go to 5, and then go to the chorus. I've also seen A7 here, 5th fret, and then up to 7th fret, and then to the chorus. So whatever you think sounds best, either one will work. So that's a tricky bridge. There's a lot of chords in there, a lot of stuff going on. But here it is slow. And then we're back to the chorus. So, got to take your time with that one. After that, it's just a double chorus. And then whenever it ends, it just kind of retards, slows down on those same chords. So that's it. Beautiful song on acoustic guitar, lots of challenging chords, sounds great if you can get it. The key in the verses, things to note, try to get those B and high E strings to ring out. And then, you know, it's just a matter of getting those chords in the bridge. So that might take some time. So there you have it. That's Daughters by John Mayer.